Hey everybody, today we're going to be reviewing the Basilisk X Hyperspeed, the wireless one. Alright, unboxing experience. This is a bit difficult with one hand actually. Oh my god. So this is what we get in the box. Wow, thank you, Mr. Min Liang Tan, co-founder, CEO, and creative director of Razer. That's so nice of you. For gamers, by gamers. I doubt that, and I'll tell you why in a second. But unboxing experience. Got the mouse. Got a battery. Blah, blah, blah. I'll deal with that later. I can't pull that out with one hand, but I've got spares over here. Why do I have spares over here? Well, this is my fourth Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. Why is it my fourth? No, not because they're so great and I just can't help just continuously buying them. It's because my past, hang on, yeah, my past three have been faulty. Alright, so there it is. So why do I keep running back to this mouse if three have been faulty so far? Well, the specs are really cool for the price range. I did not pay 118, I paid 78. That is an acceptable amount of money to spend on a mouse. I don't know how you can spend $200 on a mouse. But anyway, um, I'm not having a go at people who spend 200 bucks. It's just I just don't think I can justify that much myself. $200 mouse might be actually really good. But anyway, 118 Australian mouse. I got it for 78 on sale. This is the fourth one. I've keep on going back to Harvey Norman. They've been very helpful. Uh, I know who I need to speak to now if this one wrecks again. I know the guy I can keep going back to who's a gamer there as well, or at least knows his mice. But anyway, back to the mouse. So the first mouse I had, the one of the feet were not level. More specifically, this one. This one. So when you put your mouse on it, when you put your hand on the mouse, like that, and you go, oh, all good, go back the other way, tilt. What is this? What is this? A mouse that tips over, that tilts. So I bought it, I bring it back. The second one, these on the box it says, or in the instructions it says something like Razer mechanical mouse switches, blah blah blah. It's on the website, on the actual like website for it. It says that they're preloaded, so that when you go and click, the click is right there. And this one feels really good. Um, I did pull this out of the box with my mate Sam at Harvey Norman first before I bought it. The first mouse tilted. The second mouse, the click, it would when you come off it, it will do a bounce thing. And this one you can feel that it's not definitely not doing that. Um, and when you shake it and you put your ear to it, you could hear something rattling inside. So that was the second one. The third one, this pad was not level. So when you'd actually go and click, you'd feel the whole mouse go forward because it was pivoting. The fulcrum was this pad and this pad, and this one's above that fulcrum, so the whole mouse pivoted. So that leads us to the fourth mouse. I tried it. The third mouse I should have definitely been more aware, but I was too excited. I guess I like buying stuff. I was too excited and I ran home with it too quick. But this fourth one I definitely did stay in the store for a bit longer and actually test this one completely. Uh, Apart from the faults, right? The specs are really cool, and the feel of it is really nice, and the ergonomic design. See how it kind of your hand is not flat. It's kind of like on an angle. See, instead of there's just a cheapo Logitech one. I still have one of these. I still keep it. I'm using it now actually, just so I could run my computer and start the recording um, without having to set this one up again. But anyway, so you can see how my hand is flat, and your arm is all screwed up, and then this one, it's on a nice angle. Nowhere near as far as those like ergonomic vertical ones. But anyway, so to conclude, this is my fourth mouse, and I keep running back to it because the feel is very nice. It's very I've got nothing to compare it with for like lag from input to seeing it on the screen. But in my short experience at high-end gaming, I guess this feels really nice. It's a very nice first mouse, I guess. For me, I love it. That's why I keep going back. No RGB, I love that. I'm not a fan. Yeah, you got your 2.4 and your Bluetooth. I haven't used my Bluetooth. I just use the dongle that's built in. You've got your... I probably should have done this first before my little rant, but going over the features, you got your DPI switch, so it essentially changes the speed of the mouse. It does other stuff, but that's the end result of what happens. Yeah, I just use the USB included, the 2.4 thing. One thing to note is it claims 450 hours of battery life. Bullshit. That's on the lowest DPI, and they probably weren't moving it, right? So, yeah, I've changed my battery, and I don't think I've had it more than 3/4 of a year, I guess. So it's still good battery life. It is still really good, but it's not 450 hours. Just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, you got in your web browser, you got your back and your forward. I use them in games as well. Very handy. Not too complicated. Not like that one like riddled with the buttons over here. Yeah, the wheel feels good. Nothing too special. No weighted stuff there. Yeah, generally look light mouse. Okay, so to conclude, definitely pull this mouse out of the packet and check it out. The things you're looking for is your clicks. More often than not, the clicks aren't the things to fail, so you'll definitely have at least one better feeling clicker. Like both of them won't fail at once, so you'll be able to tell if they're not feeling the same. These do feel the same, but don't put too much thought into it because your left and right do feel different. But just because how your hand works. But anyway, that's getting too deep into it. These I haven't had these fail. The feet is the most important thing to test that. Right? You got 4 points of contact. I don't know why they do that. That's just another failure mode. They should have done 3 points of contact. This is very dumb. Very, very dumb. But anyway, to check it, right, you just push down above the feet. So do a first initial test, like rock your hand while it's on it, do some clicking and stuff, and then get deep into it. So you push down on this point. It's a bit difficult to push down on this one, but this pad is like the biggest furthest back one. So that one's kind of like what you'd be leaning on anyway. So it doesn't. So if that one was actually the culprit, if you put your hand on it, the whole mouse would just be like up in the air, like the two front pads. So it'd be like resting on that one and that one. To test this foot, just like click here and push down hard, and then when you let go really quick like this, you'll hear the back hit the table as it falls down. So I did that test. This one as well would be very obvious if this was the culprit too. You wouldn't need to do much there. But yeah, this one is the most important one and the most difficult one to determine if it's faulty, I reckon, if it's not level. But anyway, so I've already said this, but to conclude, excellent specs and idea, absolutely shit execution. This is the 1 out of 4 good Razer Ballistic X Hyperspeed mouse I've had. So functionality and like the mouse itself, like I don't know, don't really have much to compare it to. This is my first proper mouse, so 8 out of 10, I guess, like up there. in terms of like build quality. Uh, once you have a good one, it does feel cool. Like there's no creaking or anything, and there's no wobbly. If once you get a good one, mind you, just want to emphasize that. Definitely pull it out of the box. Going to say that again. Can't emphasize that anymore. The experience of getting a good one of these is like junk. It's so shit. You have to. So the first time I went in to get another one of these, the guys that I was talking to weren't hardcore gamers. Sorry, my voice cracked. Hardcore gamers. They weren't into this stuff. So I actually had to convince them that there was something wrong. But being so new to the whole mouse thing, um, I didn't know if I was just overreacting. But yeah, I managed to get another one, and it did feel a lot better. So there was an actual issue. Now that I've found my mate Sam, thank you Sam again. If you come across this video, thank you. Now that I've found my mate Sam, um, he's helped a lot. He understands exactly what I'm going through, um, and and the fourth exchange was just so simple. And he's like, "Oh, you're back. You want another one?" And I'm like, "Ah, yeah." Yeah, pull it. He was walking me to the front counter just to buy it. I'm like, oh, can I test it? And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, whew. So make sure you test it. You got to test every single one. But yeah, the whole experience of getting one that actually works, my God. But yeah, um, for the third time to conclude, good mouse, worth the $80. Not sure if it's worth the 120 Australian. But pull it out and run through those tests that I showed you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned on my channel. There will be a 25 subscriber special today. Stay tuned. See ya.